fact. All right, we are here with Chelsea Gray. Chelsea, after a week of waiting, we now know who our semifinal opponent is going to be, the Phoenix Mercury. So what shifts in terms of practice? What did you do this past week and what happens now?
I think we prepared for all scenarios, whether it be Seattle, Phoenix, or Minnesota. So we've been working on a little bit of each team. So they got a post presence, they have guard presence. So we'll we'll wait till scouting a little bit more particular tomorrow. But I think we've been working a little bit on each team.
The Aces, as veteran as we seem, actually have the fewest playoff games remaining on the squad. You actually are the one person with the championship ring on the team. What is the difference in playoff basketball from your standpoint, having played in a lot of wars, particularly with Minnesota?
I think your mindset kind of shifts in a series. Like the game slows down a little bit more. Like you're not seeing as many high pace and high scoring games. In the regular season, you can find games 95 to 80 or 85 to 90. And then in the playoffs, it gets a little bit shorter. You see an 80 to 70 win or 75 to 70 win. So things like that get a little bit shorter. It's win or go home type of mentality. It's not like, oh, I get them next time. So the intensity picks up. Adjusting from game one to game two is huge. And getting into a series is very, very important. And I like our chances in the series.
What sort of advice do you give somebody like Destiny Slocum, who is the lone player without WNBA playoff experience?
Just enjoy the moment and be ready at any time. You never know when your number is going to be called. There's been times where in playoff basketball where somebody that didn't play in 3 straight games was like, hey, come on, get in the game. Whether it's a minute or 30 seconds, you have to play those hard. You have to be locked in, each and every player.
And then specifically to Phoenix, we've obviously played them a few times this year, but I don't believe we played them with Diana Taurasi, who's been in and out of the lineup, but obviously played today. What does she present in terms of a matchup problem? I mean, she's arguably the GOAT or one of them.
When you say her name, it can playoff basketball. You just never know. She'll be crossing over half court and hitting threes. You can never take her for granted. But in particular with like games and schemes, she puts pressure on the 3-point line and the ability to pass the ball really, really well. Whether she's hitting shots, she's affecting the game in some way. And so our hands have to be high, have to be very, very active on her. Seeing her a lot in the playoffs. So just, she's succeeded at the highest level. So her playoff experience, I'm sure she's going to will this team to play to the, best of their ability.
Thanks a lot, Chelsea. We will see you Tuesday, 7 o'clock against the Phoenix Mercury, game 1 of the semifinals on ESPN2.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.